stop going there. Come on. Arm, slaves, arm.
Hey, you're not supposed to be over there.
Capture her.
No, get away, you people. Get away. Get away. I think we knocked her out.
What do we do?
Well, we should take her.
Here, take my sword. We'll take her. Stop, you villain! He's too powerful!
No!
Oh, God! Can't take me, Robert!
General Lee, we're here to help! General!
Get up! We have a villain to fight! Apprehend him! My soldier! Don't die! You are free to go. Victory!
Now in session. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Now ready for opening statements.
On the day of October 16, 1859, the defendant, John Brown, led a raid on Harper's Ferry. That day, Mr. John Brown killed several of General Robert E. Lee's ferrymen. He went to such lengths to even kidnap one of them. In the attempt to steal the stockpile, General Robert E. Lee witnessed them kidnapping General Washington. I believe that Mr. John Brown is guilty of treason against the United States of America, first-degree murder, and kidnapping.
On that said day, when Robert E. Lee noticed John Brown, he viciously attacked Mr. Brown, assaulting and killing many of his men. I believe that he is not guilty of said charges due to the fact that Mr. Lee contradicted himself by attacking Mr. Brown.
I call General Robert E. Lee up to the stand. General, on the day of when John Brown took all your implements, what was your first reaction?
Well, of course, like any man, I was shocked. I did not expect any attack on Harper's Ferry.
What did you do then?
First, miss, before I did anything, John Brown attacked me.
He attacked you?
Yes. And after that, like any sane person, of course, I retaliated.
I see. I rest my case.
John Brown to the stand. So, Mr. Brown, what were you doing in Harper's Ferry on that day?
Well, I was starting an uprising.
And what happened when you got into Harper's Ferry? What did you do?
Well, I took a truck with guns. Muskets. Yeah, rifles.
And what did you do with those muskets and rifles?
Well, I started fighting, and I armed them slaves.
Did you injure or kill anybody in this action?
Yeah, I killed a couple people, a couple dozen people, But it was for a good cause. It was for the betterment of the society.
And what did you do when Mr. Lee came into this equation?
Well, I guess I started fighting with him. Yeah, that's what I did.
And why were you fighting with Mr. Lee if you were
Well,
fighting for the betterment of society?
He was in my way. He was in my way.
And what can you say to justify your actions?
None. He was in my way. He had to go. I started fighting. Hey. Hold the file.
We have a short intermission to find John Brown's lawyer. We'll be back in 20 minutes.
Mr. Brown stated that General Robert E. Lee attacked him first. Mr. Brown, do you have any evidence that General Lee attacked you first? No, that's what I thought. That's because you're lying.
Ah!
I object!
Court judge!
Sure, Mr. Brown killed a couple dozen people, but Mr. Lee did the exact same thing. Mr. Lee, that is immoral and unjust, and that is just not okay. Just doesn't sit right with me, yo.
I object!
Judge?
Judge? What are you doing?
Sorry.
She is questioning my client. She should be questioning me. It is unfair and unjust to the court.
Save me.
Okay, sit down. Go in your seats. You two. Go. Your final statement.
Due to the fact that no evidence could be found against Mr. Brown, and although none could be found in his favor, I believe that he is innocent of all charges and should be acquitted.
General Robert E. Lee did not do anything to John Brown. John Brown came in, stole the general's equipment, and took it, and then started attacking the general and his men. Of course, the general rebelled against him because any sane person would do that. But it is all John Brown's fault because of this. He should be convicted of all these charges. What do you guys think?
Guilty.
Guilty.
It's pretty suspicious, I agree. Guilty.
Guilty.
The jury have a verdict.
The jury has reached the unanimous decision that John Brown is guilty.
John Brown has a sentencing of hanging, or a death penalty of hanging.
Yeah!
Come on, I don't have all morning.